Alright, let's go! It's time for yet another episode of the Florencio Files. And it's a Terran vs Zerg. His opponent up here, his name is GG. Do you think it's meant to be like GG or more like he? Because if you're Spanish, you would write he like that, right? Because J and H are swapped around. Is that what Spanish he looks like? Let me know, people who know other languages. Down in the bottom left-hand side, in the blue representing Protoss, it is Dexterminator. Now, he had named this replay the learning curve. We'll see exactly what that means. I'm not sure what that hints at. He apparently not going to wall off this time. That kind of makes me think he's going to make a planetary in his name. We'll see. Is llama supposed to be pronounced Yama? Yama! Wait, what are we doing? What is this? The drone comes in, is like, hey guys. They're like, ah, shit. Well, there goes our proxy plan. So the two drilly boys come home, they say, oh! The drone just drills straight through and leaves. Oh my god. I very rarely get that reaction outside of a team game. And then he goes out anyway. What is this donkey build, man? I love it. Oh, he's so dumb. So glorious. He's a genius, science master. I don't know. No orbital. No orbital. Is he gonna just build barracks? What are we doing? What are we doing here, Flo? He's thinking about it. He puts one barracks down. The time it takes him to place barracks. It's so funny. It's like he's clicking the SCV and clicking in the bottom right. I think he must be. How else? He had the money for both. Why else would they not have started at the same? People were trying to convince me he uses hotkeys. I don't know, guys. That's an engineering way. He's actually going to build a planetary in his main. I think he's going to go for the slowest 3-axe Reaper of all time. Alright. Obviously, Flo's Terran MMR at this point would have been probably Diamond 2. Diamond 3, maybe. Double reactor? Add a planetary in the main, and of course he's just going to take this expansion now. Are we just going to see Marines, or will it be Mass Reaper? Oh, every game is a truly unique and special gem. This is insane. So the Zerg player is making Ling Speed and a Bane Nest and a Spore and another Spore and going across the map. Okay. I think upon seeing no expansion, our Zerg is shitting the bed, would be one way of putting it. Is doing the best defense is a good offense. I'm going to try and roll Banelings into you. Oh, this is my favorite, is when a Zerg doesn't really commit to the Baneling bust, but he's still going to just make Banes and roll them into a planetary, like inefficiently, and get them killed. Like, let's...
Our drones are under attack.
Oh my god, Flo's Reaper comes in. Oh, he doesn't quite get the drone. The first Reaper goes down. He's building 4 Reapers at a time up here. He's going to secretly go Mass Reaper. Meanwhile, or he's going to do a little... He's like, what are you building? This is very late. Alarm bells. Go check the corners, mate. It's like, what is he doing? And it's like, that's weird. His factory's just finished 4 minutes into the game. No. Is this painful for you, says Slaughter. It's just open brain surgery levels without anesthesia, that's all. Basically, every time I cast a Florencio game, it's not even a physical pain. It's more like when old people have to come to terms with like the change in the world. Like, you guys ever try to like talk to your grandparents about how like being gay is totally fine? You know, and they're just, especially if they're like religious or something like that, and they're like, and like, you know, they're trying to process the idea or something. You're like, oh, a war is bad or something. And they're like, And like you can see their fucking world being turned upside down. They're trying to come to terms with it, but they can't really. That's me trying to cast Florencio's games. It's, you know, I'm just an old man with my outdated ideas about macro and hotkeys and mechanics and spending your money. And Florencio's the man who does surprise mass Reaper at the 5-minute mark and is like, haha, got your queen, you dickhead. Has already lost about 5 Reapers and the Zerglings are going to kill the rest of them. Oh my god, even more getting surrounded here. This is an absolute disaster. It's just, yeah. He's gonna go double reacted starport, and they're both protected by the planetary. At this point, whoa, sorry guys, we just did a 10-second rewind. We get to watch Florencio's shit die again. Fantastic. So they chase them off. There is a planetary up there, double reacted starports. The Zerglings though, are they gonna chase those Reapers? Because they might get led to this planetary and actually know about it. Apparently it's pronounced like the first sound in her without the R twice. Oh, so it's like a seedy. Is it like a real? Is it like a creeper giggle? Is that what it is? Martin, thank you in chat for letting me know. Please, any more follow-up info on that? It's like, so it's not quite a hee. It's more. Let me know. Am I finding it? Am I? Because up here is now massing roaches. So guys, remember when your opponent builds planetary fortresses, the best thing to do is stay on a really shit economy, make a medium number of units, and then trickle them into your opponent's planetary fortresses. If you were thinking about winning the game by, I don't know, taking some bases, laughing at the fact that your Terran doesn't even have orbital command, so is willfully foregoing a large percentage of their economy, meanwhile to have expansions which they can't actually extend from to take other bases because all of their defense is in a static structure. Or, like we said, I got 12 roaches. Now I can probably go fight a planetary with that, right? I'm like, well, roaches are one of the lowest DPS units in the game for their cost. They're rather average. I guess if every single one was a Ravager and you micro well to kind of block repair with the biles, you could take it down not too inefficiently. Unfortunately, though, I get the feeling that is gonna be more of the I'm gonna fucking headbutt in and lose all my shit to a planetary, because I just, you know, like there's this thing, players just they oh, planetary must attack, must headbutt. All you need to do is build drones. It's got a spine and a spore in each base for some reason, which is good because there is mass liberator on the way. So Florencio here is transitioning into the American strategy. Dominate the skies and bring freedom. So he's gonna when he shows his hand, he's gonna rock up. You're gonna hear fucking 5 liberators fly in and just rain freedom down on this Zerg. You know, these Zerg are oppressed. They all serve a fucking overmind or a cerebrate. Basically it's fascism. You know, that's essentially it's dictator shit. Dictator shit. Well, that's what the liberators would call it, because that's what they think about it. They care about freedom. Freedom! The queen's not moving. No! Is now dead. He even pulled his queens up. He just didn't move out of the zones, didn't run the drones either. Oh no, he's gonna try and counter this by attacking into the planetary. Is this what we're doing? We're making Banes and Ravagers here? Here's a hint. Fighting the planetary is not gonna work, buddy. Oh no. And now we see a bunch of dudes with AK-47s charging on cavalry out of the mountains at the entrenched fucking infantry. Well, I guess this isn't even the infantry. This is like a fortified fucking position of armor over here, right? It's like, they're like, oh, turns out attacking the machine gun lines and the big old fucking turrets and shit, it's not gonna work. They're like, yeah, they're fucking, are you guys riding horses into battle with the fucking United States of Sewer Mermaid military? Seriously? Come on, buddy. This is not gonna go. That's a good idea. Just leaving, the best decision you've made. Go home and defend your, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, what do we, and there's 1,000 minerals. You actually can rebuild your economy pretty quickly, especially if you go back to mining. The libs, are they now gonna play siege on the Ravagers? That's a very bad idea, but I think Florencio does kind of believe in his superiority here, and he wants to trigger his opponent. So beating your opponent with something that should never work and is simply presenting them a target This is basically the way you embarrass your opponent, right? The Ravagers could easily stop and bile every Liberator, but Florencio's like, let's hope he's not looking. Which, of course, a calculated scientific gamble. He knew the exact moment to do that, and he even stacked the Libs. So every single one would have died from the same bile there. So really, just incredibly good play, not at efficiently winning the game, but efficiently embarrassing his opponent. Remember, that's Florencio's MO. It's basically all he's about. Now, we're building a Spire. Are we going to build some more spores? There's another one in the natural, but we might want to put a spore here, maybe. Put a few spores around these bases. Just mayhap? Yeah? Nah? Yeah, nah, yeah? This Liberator's flying around for some reason. Flo, by the way, is going nukes behind this, of course. He's got a ton of ghosts up there. He's got only a single ghost academy, though. Oh my god, the Libs are going to get the Overlords. Alright. The Queens are going to come forward. Basically watching two dudes with stingers up against the entire fucking Air Force. I don't know. I don't know if a couple of stingers is going to cut it against a whole fucking bunch of state-of-the-art bombers. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I think the Liberators do fly off. They say, oh, we'll come back with more freedom later. Spire will finish the Zergs, somehow back up to 35 drones. And remember, Florencio's macro behind this is basically non-existent. You know, he's not taking more bases. There's even a Zergling denying the natural. Well done for And I think, yeah, Florencio... Oh, he finds another angle. He says, hello. We will take the means of production and teach your children about freedom. Most of them, unfortunately, did get butchered. One of them ran away, traumatized to think about things. And, yeah. It's Libs and Ghosts. So Libs and Ghosts is actually a super sick late game composition. For those who don't know, Libs ruin everything on the ground. Ghosts can snipe everything else. Normally you do it off about 85 SCVs. It's good stuff. People always talk about Dick Van Dyke. Who's that again? This is like some American history shit, isn't it? I love that my auto mod, it was like, oh, it blocked that because I think it thought you were calling someone a dyke. I think that's what it thought. I'm like, why is it blocking dick? I've allowed dick as a term, and I'm like, oh, I see. Okay. No, I've definitely allowed dick. There's no way auto mod would be picking that up. All right, the ghost's gonna walk in here and is gonna launch a nuke right on that base. All right, let's go to his camera. That's a big red dot. Okay, does see it, runs the drones away. Morphs an overseer. 2 drones get left behind. Oh my god, the Libs come in. Flo's like, while you're not looking, gonna stage me 4 wounded Libs on your Queen Ravager. Oh my god, these ghosts try to get out of there. I think they're gonna find in there. It's gonna get up there. It's gonna have a good time. Oh shit. They're gonna find it? Yes, they are. Uh-oh. She's gonna go down. Oh no, that wasn't the female one. That was the Nova? Or the Covert Ops one, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it was Tyrador, actually. I get all my skins confused. Be funny if this was just like the regular ghost skin. I've just never seen it in high graphics before. So there's still Libs, there's still Ghosts, there's still a Fusion Core. The Zerg is like, I've watched Bly play before, 40 drone Broodlord. It's a good idea. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting choice. Pack of Ghosts coming down, this Zergling. It's gonna meet a quick end. I mean, if you land snipes, they one-shot Roaches and Ravagers. The Queens survive a snipe with only 5 hit points, so a single extra Ghost shot beyond that. It's gonna be good. How many nukes we got here? 3! 3 nukes! Flo, he's trying to bait him. It's micro! What can I say, guys? RTS with Xbox controller is hard. If he just dropped a scan, he could have sniped them all already. He's like, hey, doggies. Hey, you want to come play fetch? Come play fetch. Come play fetch. Come. Oh, actually, it's not even fetch, is it? It's come play. Come play. Chase the ghost. Come chase me, buddy. Chase me, buddy. Oh my god. He starts sniping when they're on top of the ghosts. Hey, they actually got the one that was nuking. He's so slow at sniping. I don't think he knows what rapid fire is either. Oh, he lands a few snipes, but he didn't scan, so he lost vision. Because he doesn't have an orbital, does he? So he actually can't scan, guys. That's so funny. Scan is so important to allow you to nuke. Does get the queen there. Flo, this is my, I mean, this is his, he did call this replay the learning curve, and I think it's him figuring out how to use ghosts. And his opponent figuring out how to deal with it. Oh my god. If it gets sniped or interrupted, they do not lose energy. Oh! Stacks them! They could get biled! They're right on top of each other! Oh my god, Broodlords are morphing. What even is this game? Oh my god, both players are so confused right now. I would have loved if he morphed a single Broodlord behind each mineral line. That would have been sick! He's not going to be able to do it. Oh. His libs. Oh. Oh, Florencio. Oh, you silly child. Thank you very much, Malik and Bionic Ducks, as well as Stonecoat for the subs. Vega earlier, Aerial Ace, DHYI. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the support. It's going to be Viking Ghost now to stop the Broodlord. Is it 2 Broodlord counter push? Oh, God. Please just drone up. Oh, my God. You can see. You can tell. It's just in this weird place he's never been before. And he's like, yeah, okay, I took you with 2 Ravagers. It's like, all you really want to be doing right now is just making sure he doesn't take new bases. But he's got another planetary in the bottom right. Zerg doesn't know about it, and I'll tell you, don't get me wrong, 2 Broodlords beat a planetary, but if it gets repaired, they're never going to kill it. There's no upgrades, there's no melee or anything. I mean, thankfully there's no building armor, but his Broodlords are going to do next to nothing, man. It takes so long to get through this. And what's guarding them? 4 Corruptors. He's trying to morph more Broodlords. Like, what could possibly go wrong? That's what could go wrong. Florencio is going to come on down. Try to drop some sweet justice on top of these units. SCVs are even going to repair the barracks. Oh, a few of those do get targeted. Nicely done. Uh-oh. Oh, goodbye. Oh, did he just drop 2 nukes on top of his own? What are we looking at right now? What is this? How are we? Did someone let Dexter on the keyboard? What the fudge is he? This is so hilarious. The Zerg is like broken mentally, you can tell just by the fact that these Liberators have been doing stuff, and he's like, he's like floating money, not injecting, not doing anything. Can't figure out what to build, is like overthink, what units do I build? It's like, you just build literally anything and you win this game, right? Zerglings, Roaches, you just need enough of them to not die to like 5 Ghosts and a few Liberators and Vikings. But he's like, oh, I think I need Hydras. He's like overthinking it so hard. I'm telling you, man, I think this is Dexter on the keyboard and mouse as well. I mean, he keeps sieging up in range of the spores. This time he's just outside of spore range. And oh, Big Daddy Nuke. Boom. The Ghost, a bit overeager, does run in and get splashed by his own nuke for 75 damage. These Ghosts going to come forward. Not a lot of snipe energy ready. Oh, but just enough to snipe 3 of those down. And now we're having landed Viking Ghost up against Queen Hydra. This is not a battle you see every day. How often do you see this battle line? And the Vikings win. The Corruptors are like, oh, we can't shoot down. That's unfair. Don't you guys think Corruptors should be able to land and use their little jiggly tails as like these legs, and they kind of like derp around and like spit acid like a roach? Wouldn't that be cool? How come Vikings get to transform and Corruptors don't? Kills the 3rd. Zerg still has a 4th and a shitload of money though, so I don't even know if it matters, man. If the Zerg just rebuilds hatches and stuff, like, Flo is building such bad units. I don't know. Well, these Hydras are, like, they want to chase him down, but they're kind of taking terrible fights, man. There's only one Hydra upgrade ready. They don't have grooved spines. I think they don't have grooved brains either. And I think has said, you know what? No grooved spines for my smooth brain. Smooth brain, smooth spines. It's the best way to do it. And I'm like, well, actually, 6-range Hydras are better than 5-range Hydras. And he's like, your mom's better than Hydras. I'll give your mom a grooved spine. And I was like, really? Will you? Are you saying your dick has a groove in it? And I was like, maybe it does, so what? And I'm like, it has a groove. He's like, yeah? And I'm like, okay. All right. You've been mentally broken by Florencio. I'll give you this one. These ghosts are going to fight these Hydras. Turns out ghosts kick the shit out of Hydras, especially where there's no detection. Oh my god. He just killed a ton of units. The Overseer is slowly making its way back. They're killing everything. Oh my god. This is so funny. Flo is making battle cruisers, by the way, which is often a game-winning unit, especially when your opponent has no upgrades. That's important, because if people upgrade, because Flo never upgrades, he does tend to get overwhelmed. I love how the Zerg's like, how do I beat these units? And I'm like, well, you make fucking anything, but in a decent number. It's like 4 Corruptors, 12 Zerglings, 8 Hydras, and a Roach. And I'm like, not necessarily, but maybe. Anyways, it is going to be BCs into Stim, and of course, we're past 17 minutes, guys. I didn't catch it. Right on 17 minutes, Flo started adding barracks for the 17 minutes, mostly unupgraded Marines tech switch. Unfortunately, it's getting caught. Remember, he doesn't make shields because he doesn't believe in healthcare for his soldiers. He basically just gives them the shittest equipment. He recruits them from the poor neighborhoods. You know, it's fine. That planetary is getting pissed on right now. Is this moment to shine a big old stream of piss on this big Terran monument? It's time for the battle cruisers to show themselves. They can't wait any longer. They come forward. Those Corruptors better turn and fight, mate. The Hydras are getting blitzed right now. BC's taking a lot of damage. Oh, he loses a BC, and then he teleports the other one on top of Spores. Those Spores are going to do okay. Oh, there's still Hydras here. He's in trubs. 2 more BCs will pop out, though, and defend this. And you know what? He goes home to defend. The BC kills 1 Spore, takes out a bunch of drones, forces them to retreat. There's still a ton of workers out for the Zerg player, though. And, yeah, the battle cruiser is going to have a good time here. But it will die eventually. These Corruptors going to chase it down. But I think that bought Flo the space he needed. What? How long has this been here? What? Oh, I just always imagine what it's like to be in Florencio's military. That Liberator's like, we have orders to just fucking siege up literally the middle of fucking nowhere. And they just sit there for like 3 months, just guarding a rocky piece of ground for no reason. They're like, oh my god. This planetary is putting out the hurt, guys. It is killing a lot of units, but the Corruptor Piss too strong. Planetary goes down. It is a Ghost Marine Battle Cruiser counterattack on the other side. Remember, guys, they give them as many combat drugs as they want, but no combat shields. Because his name's Florencio, and in this game, he did figure out how to use ghosts. Special shout out to the fucking guys that wanted to go to Valhalla down here and nuke themselves. Like, I love that he cast nuke on top of Ravages. I don't know if he was trying to snipe or what. This was some of possibly the worst snipe micro I've ever seen in my life. It was incredible to see how bad snipe is when you're not scanning to keep vision. And it turns out, guys, when you have no orbitals, you can't scan. I think Florencio learned something new here as well. Oh my god, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much love for the support. And don't forget to support the Patreon, links down below. Click like and subscribe if you want to watch more of the videos. We got more Flow files coming right up. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.